Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hit and Run Candlesticks pre-market report. Glad to see everybody here. I do appreciate it. Steve, you're grump in the morning. Let's see here. Let's get our pre-market tickers out of the way. Let's start with taking a peek at the SPY. Let's start with doing that. Steve, thank you for the watch list. Here's your watch list today, 31 stocks. Thank you very much. Taking a look at the SPY here, yesterday we closed underneath the T-line. Our slow drift since this shooting star, slow bearish drift down. We can't seem to get above the T-line, and it's all about closing over some sort of fast moving average area. I use the T-line myself, a moving trend line, and we just can't seem to close above that. Until we do, I'm going to assume the short-term trend is still going to be to the downside. If we take a look at the 15-minute chart yesterday, you can see how we closed underneath the 200-day moving average, 200 period moving average. This black line just threw it up there close to the 200, because now we're going to flip over to the 60-minute chart. You can see how we closed just above the 200-day period moving average on the 60-minute chart. So you can see we're kind of in this tight little trading range here. We need to watch and see which way it goes, and that's what we will start looking for at trading that direction. A close over the T-line would give us that the bulls are taking a little bit of charge. They're closing over their fast moving average, and so far they can't seem to get any control there. This morning, 144.85 is where I have the current price, 144.87 now. So that is slightly above the T-line over the 20-day simple moving average. That's where it needs to stay. If it stays there, we will have a definite bullish bias. But we need to see a close. We need to see that close. Alrighty, let's take a look at today's stock picks, and let's start with today's featured stock pick. Body, BODY. Kicked myself yesterday for not buying it. BODY, it looks like it's a breakout of about 11.45. That would be a buy. That's over yesterday's close. PBO buyers, look at buying it anything in between yesterday's close and pretty much the T-line area down here. Let's see, PBO down to the T-line, and then we want to put a stop with a close below the T-line or about that 13.75 area down in here. If it starts to close down in this area, it could very easily come back and retest in this say 970 area, 972 area, maybe the 50. And if it does, I will still look at buying it. I still like the chart pattern at that level. The chart pattern is not broken that we're looking at, but anything past the 50, that would make me nervous and wouldn't want to be in it. So for the short-term traders, pretty short stop. Anybody that buys it and holds and willing to hold a little longer, then we'll look for a little tougher stop down here, a little further stop away. Okay, the rest of the stock picks. GOL. GOL had a nice breakout of the 200-day moving average. GOL coming out of this little rounded bottom here. Looks like it may want to run up higher. We want to buy on any strength above the 200-day simple moving average here. Anything inside would be fine. And then, of course, on a breakout, remember not to chase it. Don't buy too high above your stop. Above the 200 would be a new baseline for us. Body's down well, then it just might be a good buy for me, Ed, if it's down 42 cents. Here, let's see. Let me go see what it's doing. Stocks being down sometimes. Yeah, I've got it at 1102. Is that right? BODY 1102. That puts us right in. If that's right, 1102 puts me right in my buy area right there. So I look at that as an opportunity. TSYS. Another one on the stock pick list, TSYS was a featured stock pick on a rounded bottom breakout, this area right down in here. It's made it all the way up to the 200-day moving average. It's based out, had a nice pop yesterday. We want to buy this on continued strength above the T-line. We've got a nice T-line run. I would definitely look at buying that, using that T-line as a stop. MSPD. MSPD was also a featured stock on 9/24, September 24th. It's doing just what it should be doing for a rounded bottom breakout. Still looks like it's headed to that 50-day simple moving average. Still holding above the T-line, still trending. Still looks to be a buy at this point. T-line stop. CVO. CVO, we have a nice little scoop right in here. We've rallied up. We've come down in a nice little deep scoop in here. It may be trying to break out. If it does, it's probably going to see the 200 simple moving average right in here. Another one coming out of our rounded bottom breakout pattern. That is really a cool chart pattern, folks. It works. It works. PHH. PHH, trending up very nice. Nice little trend. Moving. The faster moving averages are trending up above the slower moving averages. It continues to put in out of this base area. We've got a low, high, higher low, and it's continuing to make that high. A little bit of a pullback here, J hook on a breakout. I would certainly look at buying that. Let's take a look at that weekly chart. Look at that weekly chart. See how it's up very nice. 2 bars of consolidation. So if that thing starts to break out, we could let's see here. Looking at something up in the $24, $25 range would be the next target on the weekly chart. 25. ETE. ETE is holding up well. Nice chart. I bought this one yesterday. I'm looking for it to move a little bit higher. Nice little J-hook pattern right here. You can see that J-hook pattern starting to work. It needs a breakout. That's going to be the important thing, is to see that breakout right here. Here's the weekly chart. You can see it's still trending up. Still trending up. And if we see this, what I'm looking for is this breakout over here. And with that breakout, that could lead to higher numbers. We have a nice W pattern right here on the weekly chart, and that is a bullish pattern right there. NOK. Whoops, try this again. NOK. NOK, we've rallied up with a little bullish engulf down here. We've pulled back. Looks like we're finding support on the 20-day simple. Nice little hammer here on this pullback and then consolidation. We want to be, that's the weekly chart. I thought it looked different. Look at that weekly chart. Nice weekly chart. There's the daily chart. There we go. Rounded bottom breakout. I kept looking for that rounded bottom breakout. It's like, where'd it go? Here it is. Rounded bottom breakout. Pulled back right to the 50. Rounded bottom breakout still intact. Still moving up. 200-day moving average is still the target. Looks like we're finding support on that 50. We need to see a move up above the 20. Some followed through strength. Take out these highs. And then we see that 200-day moving average. DV, talked about this one a bit in the trading room yesterday. DV is a buy on strength or anything to the right. Inside day would be fine. Anything below this black line right here, this trend line, I would be out of it, because then it might want to come back and retest in this area. That might be a little too painful if you buy it too high up here. Anything in here would be good, and then a breakout would be an add to or a possible buy, and then target is up around that 200-day moving average. Hint, HNT is just trying to break out here. Right here at the big 3, that's what I would use as a stop area. Something, yesterday's low, 22.32 maybe, something in there. On strength, certainly want to be a buyer on a pop out. And let's see. Again, our featured stock pick is Body, B-O-D-Y. BODY, and that's a buy on a breakout and buy on a pullback, and it does look like it's pulling back pre-market here. Charles, THS, we'll take a quick look at that daily. THS on the daily looks very nice. We have a nice little 2-bar low and then back up, Morningstar type signal here. That's a good chart pattern, very nice. And the weekly, and you can see the weekly on it is moving up. Target area would be up in the 52.27 area. All right. Let's put this away. I'll be back in about a couple of minutes and get this market open. Remember, it is about the market showing some strength. It's about the market trying to get out of this slow drift to the downside. You know, you can see what's happened here is we've pushed down with these 2 days. We got a little far from the T-line. It started coming back up to get back up to its T-line area, fast moving average, but it hasn't moved above that yet. Yesterday was a darn good try. It just failed to close above that, so we don't have that swing low buy signal yet, and that's what we need to see. If you look at the line chart, you can see the line chart is still down, still pointing down, so we need that to move back up. This is what we're looking for, crossover right here. We get that crossover, then we can work on a trend, but until that happens, still a slow drift down. So it's all about the close today, all about the close. Let me be right back and I'll get with that, Don. Okay, just a second here.